In this video, we're going to find the mean, the median, and several other pieces of information from the calculator. We're going to do those all at one time. This is what we generally would want to do when we have several pieces of information to find out. So we're going to start by hitting Stat, which is where we normally would go to put in our data. We're going to assume at this point that we already have the numbers in the list. If not, you need to go into Edit. But in this time, we're going to go over to Calc to do some calculations. This time, we're going to choose number 1 for one variable stats. We hit second and L1 to tell the calculator that we have our information put into list 1. Frequency list, we're going to leave blank, which we generally do, and then we're going to go down and hit calculate. When we hit calculate, we get a screen that has lots of information. The calculator has found several pieces of information for us all at one time. X bar, the 68.8, that is our mean. The sigma x, that's the total of all the numbers in the list. We generally don't need that. Sigma x squared is the sum of the squares of all the numbers in the list, which is again something we don't generally need. Sx is the sample standard deviation, which we've already calculated in a previous video. The little sigma x, which looks like a 0 with a dot off to the side of it, that's what we call our population standard deviation. We're not going to use that one for a while. The n equals 15, that's just the total numbers in our list, a number of items in our list. And then finally we get down to what's called our 5-number summary. The minimum, the lower quartile, the median, the upper quartile, and the maximum. Obviously the minimum and the maximum, those are pretty obvious. The median, as we've already discussed, is the halfway point. So half of our numbers fall between 62.5 and 68. The other half fall between 68 and 75. Our lower quartile and our upper quartile are kind of the dividing points again from the bottom half and the upper half. So 67.5 marks the 25% marks. So 62.5 to 67.5 is 25% of our data. 67.5 to 68 is another 25% of our data. Then you're doing the same thing with the upper quartile. From 68 to 71.5 is the third quartile, or the next 25%. And then finally, from 71.5 to 75 is the top 25%. So really, all we had to do was just a couple of button pushes, and we were able to find a lot of information. And we're going to be using that pretty much throughout the rest of the semester whenever we have data sets.